I'm Faye What? Let's queer up the worldview. Turkey blocks LGBTQ plus crews from docking, citing moral standards and family values. Turkish authorities barred the LGBTQ plus crews carrying nearly 1,900 passengers, including about 1,100 Americans, from docking in the country, citing moral standards and family values. The 10-day Atlantis Events cruise aboard Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady was scheduled to stop in Kusadasi in Istanbul after departing Greece. Instead, the ship has been rerouted to Cairo, Egypt, and Crete, Greece. According to CNN, Turkish officials canceled the port calls because the chartered ship was carrying groups known for behaviors incompatible with the fabric of our society and our moral values. Atlantis Events president, CEO Rich Campbell called the decision unprecedented. He said, quote, "It's very concerning to me when a country decides they can pick and choose which tourists are allowed in and which are not," end quote. Campbell said it is the first time in the company's 36-year history that Atlantis had been told it could not dock because of who we are. Broadway legend Patti LuPone, who is scheduled to perform on board, also criticized the decision on Instagram. The port ban comes as LGBTQ plus advocates warn that Turkey is considering proposed legislation that could further criminalize LGBTQ plus people. So now countries are denying tourists because they're LGBTQ plus. That's not protecting family values. That's protecting prejudice, okay? Besides, 1,900 queer people would have boosted the economy like nobody else. Apparently, hate is more important than tourism in Turkey, I'm thinking.
But it makes me think, what's going to stop that from eventually happening here? You get them out of the country on a cruise ship, and then they say, nope, you're not coming back. That's kind of the fear I had. Like, at what point can that turn to us?
Oh, and Atlantis is known as the Atlantis Cruise. We all know it's a fun-loving, joy-spirited, gay boy attending party. You know, there might be some lube, but whatever it is, it's a party. It's a fun time.
And as any gay theater kid will tell you, you don't piss off Patti LuPone.
Never!
You never.
Never.
She is the first vocal advocate that I think I can remember, for the LGBTQ plus community as a theater kid. And I thought, she, her mouth has gotten her into trouble sometimes, believe me, but really, they really missed the mark. Atlantis doesn't even have to go there anymore at this point, if that's how they feel about us. And their economy is just going to go to ruins as far as I'm concerned. That's just so uninclusive.
Listen, it's a great place to go shopping. Okay. But aside from, they had good food, right? But aside from that, I mean, you can probably get a lot of the same things over in Greece. You know what I mean? Or, I'm sorry, Egypt. Hello. You can get a lot of the things in Egypt, and the boys are so hot in Egypt, boys. So don't check your grinder in Kusadasi. Don't even go there. They don't want us there, then there. You just made your decision. You just lost out on all that tourism money that could have been helped. I feel more bad for the vendors, for the mom and pop people. Right? That depend on the tourism money to feed their families that are not going to get that money.
Yeah. And sorry, Turkey, you guys aren't that hot. We're not out there recruiting you.
I love Will. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.